The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Second down, 6. At the 41. I know he ain't got it.
Now Carr. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39.
A gain of 17 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They come out here in the eye.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Lions take over.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Get on.
Here's Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go play action here on first down. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 13. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Stafford now to throw. Looking deep now for Amendola. And he fires one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. Amendola, the intended receiver. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I'm coming.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Carr to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He completes it to Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
180. 51. Right Monday. Get the edge.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Get ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Foxtrot. Right there, 54 Mike.
From the 50, Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
All day.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Jones has it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
General West. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford, this complete to Jones. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Stafford now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
I'm going to hit you all.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the screen. Hey,
2nd and 5 now. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Save. Zebra.
Here's McKissick. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's Perkins on first down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's got his man. It's Kearse. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now it's Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The quick slant caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. J.D. McKissic, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What down?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr, the open man here, Renfro.
Keep playing hard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Carr now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment, and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford, and it's caught here, Amendola. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
1st down, Detroit.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. The Lions on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw, Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 2nd and 7, Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pick up there, 20 yards. Carr now 14 out of 70, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd.
Check.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A carry now for McKissick. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 27, Stafford. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Austin Hooper. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Throwing is Stafford.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. That one goes for 24 yards. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Amendola's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Stafford on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nevin Lawson with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Now, 180, we're good. 280, that's it.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.